Hello YouTube, this is Thongger, and today I'm your host, and this day I'm bringing you another Dawn of War 2 online commentary video. I know it has been some time, I have finished my exams, but now I'm doing an internship and I'm still extremely busy. Anyway, I'll try to bring you what footage I have of me and Phoenix playing games. Anyway, in this game I am not playing with my friend Phoenix, it's random 2v2. And as you can see, I am playing as the blue and gold Space Marines. I am playing as the techemarine hero. And my ally, I have no idea how to pronounce his name, but he's just a red warlock eldar player. On the blue team, our opponents, we have Renton, who is playing as the orc warboss, and we have Red Lats, who is playing as the black and gold chaos. He has the plague champion. Now let's get started right into things here. So we just kick off the game in the same old story. My ally is a little bit slow in cranking out his second guardian squad, but all is good. You can see Red Lights is going for a second heretic. Interesting. And you can see Renton is going for a triple slugger boy. That is very interesting indeed. I am going for a single tack squad. I want to save up some requisition rather than pumping out a second scout squad, because this map is quite small, so I think map control isn't such a big deal here. So we have triple sluggers and triple guardians, and finally a chaos tack being built by Red Lats. You can see Red Lats is slowly inching his way across here, and Renton, he was keeping a second unit in the base. Funny that. Anyway, this is gonna cost them, as my team is already claiming some secure map control. I have my Space Marines bunkering down here, and now Red Lats, now that he has his power node under control, he is gonna push to the center while I cap this point right here. Now my ally has his warlock in the center, capping the middle point, but there are chaos and orc forces converging on this location as well, so the single warlock is in a world of trouble. And then he's shooting a few thunderbolts off and slashing with his powers with his force sword. Some guardians are coming to support, but they are getting flanked, and now these guardians are in trouble against these slugger boys. Triple slugger boys against double guardians. Guardians are not going to come on top of that. You know, I am coming to reinforce my ally. These guardians are getting butchered and massacred and slaughtered and killed, and the warlock is he just barely manages to get out. So now I have double scout squads, an attack squad, and my techemarine. They managed to drive off these two double chaos heretics, and now as an orc warboss and chaos attacks against and a plague champion against my dudes. So my guys are getting horribly outgunned over here. Space Marines are engaging in a point blank shootout. My techemarine is punching away with his fist and with the butt of his bolter. I am forcing away these chaos marines. I do manage to get a model kill, and yes, my scouts do drive them back. I do lose a tactical though, and my attacks are very low on health, and my scouts are charging with the shotgun. Boom! They blast down this plague champion, so my attacks are getting out of there before I lose any more models. And my scouts are pummeling away at the warboss over here. I drive him back with the shotgun blast, and now I am going to kite with my scouts, or one or the other. So he is chopping away at my techemarine, but techemarine, very tough little cookie, and he's going to get out of there because he cannot stand up against 3 shotguns blasting him from close quarters. So that was a very intense little firefight over there. My outnumbered army managed to take on pretty much the entire enemy army over here. However, Renton was pushing my ally back. He did kill off a guardian squad, but he was forced back himself with no losses to himself. But he is building up a 4th slugger boy. He might have some method to this madness, but can anyone say too much? Maybe some diversity, some shooters, some range support, I don't know. And these double heretics are chasing down my techemarine. I send them packing away with my shotgun. I do lose a scout though, and now I have another scout squad charging. My techemarine barely gets out of there, and I have scouts pummeling away with shotguns. Tactical flamers come in and drive these chaos heretics back. Shotguns drive them back, and these chaos heretics get out of there, losing lots and lots of models. I lost 2 scouts, so I see these chaos marines coming, and I quickly get this scout out of there before he gets gibbed by these triple. So now these chaos attacks are inching forward. They want to stay out of range of my flamer, so they have 3 guns against 2. I probably should have stayed in cover in hindsight, but I decided to charge my guys out of cover to try and pursue them with flamer. But Red Lass is wisely drawing back and using support fire from his plague champion to drive my dudes back. So I'm just gonna fall out there before I lose any dudes. Meanwhile, my ally, whoa, what happened here? I have no idea. Anyway, my ally taking on this whole orc blob over here. He is having some success. He did manage to kill an entire squad of slugger boys, and now he is going double banshees. So lots of double everythings here, except for me. I'm just with double scouts, and I am pulling out a my first heavy bolter squad, because I see my opponents are being very blobby with the infantry, and heavy bolters absolutely shred blobs. So I am just capping this semi-matured wreck point over here to further damage the economies. My opponents, they have 1 gen farm set up. I have captured this gen farm. This gen farm still undeveloped by my ally, but I have fully developed 1 gen farm here and another semi-developed over here. So meanwhile, my scouts have run into some trouble over here and getting pelted by grenades. They are causing some good damage to this heretic squad with their shotguns, but my scouts are getting a bit outgunned over here. They do kill a good number of these heretics, but I'm going to get out of there before I lose too many guys. I'm going to fortify the center over here with a tarantula turret, and this is going to lock down this entire front essentially, unless my opponents come up with some jet troops or some vehicles. So now I'm going to inch forward with this 7-man squad army of marines, and there's a gigantic mob of orcs over here. So you have triple sluggers and a warboss against a warlock and guardians and double banshees. He throws a grenade, misses, but my ally is pinning the orcs in place for my flame attacks to get in place, and the orc player, seeing he is outflanked, he does manage to kill a guardian squad using his double sluggers. His warboss does go down, and now my heavy bolter opens up and is suppressing these guys, and these guys, unfortunate retreat path right through the banshees. None of them make it out, so Renton, poor Renton, just lost all of his sluggers over there, just butchered by these elder banshees. That was cruel. Meanwhile, these chaos heretics over here, armed with grenade launchers and auto rifles, are inching their way forward, missing the victory point. Not sure what they're planning on doing. Don't think they can do too much. They're walking right past these valuable gen farms. Gonna run right into my scouts. Scouts coming forward with the shotguns, pew 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 pewing. So while they do retaliate with a grenade blast right here and catch my scouts in a pretty good shot, but it's not gonna be enough to drive my scouts back. So my scouts just catch them and start hammering them and drive them back. So meanwhile, I was destroying some of the generators over here, and I'm trying to lure the orcs in the little trap with my heavy bolter set up here. But the orc warboss is proving to be a little bit hard to suppress at such a great range, and he is going for my allies' banshees. I am moving to support with my own flamers and catching these orc blobs. And flamers is really going to cause a lot of damage. So I managed to cover my allies' retreat, and my attacks are just going to beat up these slugger boys, and this guy is suppressed. And I'm just going to kite him away, and he's going to be forced to retreat. So my heavy bolter gets a few last shots in at the warboss. No chance of killing him though, he's too big, fat and tough. So now my scouts did manage to drive back this assault. I was quite lucky because my explosive blast hadn't recharged yet, and if these heretics got stuck in, I probably would have taken some losses. So it's quite fortunate my enemy caught my bluff. So anyway, we are teching to tier 2. Renton has teched first, seeing as he has not spent any of his power. And Red Lats is going for a Blood Crusher. I am teching, and my ally is going for a 3rd Banshee squad. I have no idea what's up in this game with just building lots and lots of units. So anyway, these orcs are charging point blank into my army, and my heavy bolter just gives them a face full of heavy bolter shells. And these guys are force fishy, so I'm sort of like boxed my enemy in right here. And against this heavy bolter squad, he can't do anything with 2 slugger boys. Really, there's nothing he can do. So they have like no power income right now, 16 power income. That's pretty paltry. And meanwhile, Red Lads here is, I just realized he lost his tactical marine somewhere. Anyway, there's a Blood Crusher coming in. I see this Blood Crusher, and I don't have an answer for it at the moment. But my ally is coming in with triple banshees. So I'm gonna try and keep my techemarine in the fray because I just got the Signum armor, which gives me the mark target, and Banshees with their power blades do act as soft anti-vehicle units. So I put on mark target and let these Banshees go to work on these guys. The Blood Crusher, sensing he's in danger, does give a war cry, which sends the Banshees running away, scurrying to cover. But with the Orc support coming in, the Banshees can't focus down the whatever it's called, the Blood Crusher. And now my ally, he is losing his Banshees. Yeah, he lost one Banshee squad. He might lose another if he's not careful. Yeah, I think he just lost 2 Banshee squads there. I managed to revive my allies. Warlock over here, but he just sort of stands over. My techemarine bails out of there. My Razorback is pulling out as well. But I don't have an AV counter, but I know like there's really not much they can do to come back over here, so I'm just gonna bait this thing away. Taunt it with my scouts. So this Blood Crusher is just gonna come forward, and we're just gonna shoot it a bit, and that is pretty much the game. Renton is still churning out Slugger Boys. I have no idea why. He's in tier 2, and anyway, yeah, that was a pretty meh game in my opinion. Only interesting part was me taking on the entire Orc horde in the middle. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this little game. I'll come up with better footage in the future, I promise, and I'll see you guys next time. Thong out.